History is often sold as a story of progress, a march from ignorance to enlightenment, from darkness to light. But Giambattista Vico, an 18th-century Neapolitan thinker best known for the new science, saw something else. He looked at history and declared, "Nothing moves forward. It only spins." A carousel of power, collapse, and madness, endlessly repeating. Talesverser, step closer. The horses on this ride look uncomfortably familiar. If his claim is right, then every golden age is just a pause before another downfall. Every empire, no matter how polished, rots from the inside. And the so-called progress of humanity is nothing more than a recycled illusion. The tragedy isn't that history repeats. It's that people keep mistaking the cycle for growth. Vico mapped history like a circle. First comes order out of chaos. Leaders rise, laws are written, and stability is formed. Then that order hardens into power, and power inevitably turns corrupt. Pride grows, corruption festers, and trust breaks. Revolt and collapse follow. Out of the rubble, chaos returns, waiting for another cycle to begin. It's not fate that drives this circle, but human weakness. Greed that can't be satisfied, pride that can't be checked, authority that refuses limits. Different ages, different costumes, but the same flaws. Rome was celebrated as eternal. The Republic grew into an empire, but power became decadence, and decadence became ruin. The Enlightenment promised reason, but reason didn't stop wars. It only gave them sharper tools. Even modern democracies, proud of their balance and freedom, show cracks that feel eerily familiar. Corruption disguised as politics, entertainment sold as governance, or money louder than justice. History doesn't repeat word for word, but the rhymes are obvious. The cycle never left. The cycle Vico described is not just for nations and empires. It plays out in smaller worlds too. Families, companies, and communities. They rise, grow, tighten control, then break apart. The same human impulses poison both kingdoms and kitchens. Authority seeks to expand, loyalty hardens into fear, and trust collapses into betrayal. The madness of history is not out there in dusty archives. It is written into daily patterns. That is why the cycle keeps spinning. It's not history repeating, it's people repeating themselves. The myth of progress is comforting, but fragile. Civilization isn't a ladder, it's a fragile mechanism run by flawed operators. What collapses isn't just governments, but illusions. Every generation believes it is wiser, freer, and safer. Yet every generation eventually proves otherwise. The cycle is patient, and human madness is loyal. Giambattista Vico's message in The New Science was clear. History is not the story of triumph, but the confession of weakness. The cycle doesn't turn because destiny demands it. It turns because humanity refuses to learn. Every age swears it has escaped the wheel, but the wheel never stops. Talesverser, perhaps the real question is not whether history repeats. The real question is how many more times the same madness will be mistaken for progress. And that's a wrap, my dear friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, stay awesome.